final car in flight number 1. So lap number 1, first lap at speed for Hewitt around Gas City will be a 12.551, 1.2.551 for the driver of the 57 machine. Best finish of 14th on June 11th. He'll come down, stop the clock. Lap number 2, Tony. Better 12.404.
Coming around to see the green flag right here. We're going to keep them running this quick all night long. From Vermont Heights, California, for Ganson Engineering Motorsports, Trent Shoring, Cam 2 King Racing Products on the side of his Maxim with a Kistler Chevy in the 4G. Here is Chris Ganson. Ganson comes out of turn number 4 to see the white flag. First lap by is going to be a 12.672. Car pushes up big time over in the middle of turns 1 and 2, 12.672. He's going to try and make up as good as he can right here on the exit of turn number 4. 12.519. Ganson improves. He stays in second.
Third driver to take time, the driver of the 21 AZ out of Anaheim, California. That's Jake Swanson, the Team AZ Racing, Honey Shine, USW Cat Construction, RSS Industries, CSI, DRC One Ways Chevy. For Jake Swanson, lap number 1 for Jake. Quick time, 12.112, 1.2.112. His first visit to Gas City in 2021. 4 overall feature wins in weekly competition here in the state of Indiana. Still searching for that first AMSOIL USAC National win. Better 11.937, first one to dip in the 11s.
The green flag waves now for the 27, driving for Aaron Mosley with CB Fabricating, H4 Capital, and Mike Walden Ale-Works on the side of the J&D Chevy Power DRC from LaPel, Indiana. Here is car 27, Evan Mosley. Mosley, fourth car to take time here. Good enough to go second quick, 12.402. Drivers really working to figure out turns number 1 and 2 over here on the far side of the speedway. Mosley gets it geared up, rolls out of turn number 4. He improves, but he'll stay in second. 12.169 for Mosley.
On the clock now to Fort Branch, Indiana, the 5S. This was Chase Stockton, the KO Motorsport, Hudson John Deere, Superior, Tank Trailer, Ravens, DRC, Fisher Chevrolet. He is your defending Sprint Week champion, current MSCS point leader as well. He's had a busy 2021. First lap for Chase, second, 12.133. No feature wins, Tony. He's been a runner-up on 4 different times. Looking to break through here at Sprint Week. Lap number 1 or 2 for Chase. 12.157, just a tick slower. He'll be second.
This guy knows how to get around. Gas City I-69 Speedway from Marion, Indiana. Driving the 4P for Scott Peterson with Reds Racing Engines, Indy Race Parts, and AFCO Shocks on the side of his DRC with a Peterson Chevy. Here he is, stop and steer. Scotty Weir trying to go quick here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Weir out of turn number 4, lap number 1. Good enough for fourth quick. It's a 12.368. Weir hustles it out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Looks solid through 3, out of 4. Scotty Weir, what do you have on lap number 2? He jumps up to second, 12.065.
On the clock now, the youngster out of Troy, Ohio, the Kim and Dave Hazlett owned Linex of Troy, Gassam family, Indy Racing Images, DRC Myers Chevrolet, the 1H, it's the big dog, Corbin Hazlett. Hazlett, best finish here at Gas City, 6 on May 14th. The youngster out of Ohio, lap number 1, 7th quick, 12.626. The driver of the 1. Looking to improve here on lap number 2. Fatheads Eyewear qualifying, so important all week. You got to lay down that good lap. Corbin will go up to 6 at a 12.422.
On track next, driving the number 12 for Baloo Motorsports with Suburban Subaru, Berks Western Telecom on the side. With Triple X, the Knott Chevy, putting the power to the ground from Rockland, California. Here he is, the madman, Robert Baloo, ready to see what lap number 1 has in store for him. Baloo's first lap is good enough for 5th. It's a 12.275. Baloo out of the gas over on the exit of that first lap, so he's going to take it back to the pit area, only 1 lap in here.
Next driver to take time, Baloo holds on to the 5th. This is the 5MC of Matt McDonald out of Pittsboro, Indiana. So the driver had a little woes there. The Darrell McDonald Smoker's Choice Mr. B Cigar Box DRC J&D Chevrolet. Tony, his 3rd visit to Gas City. Came home 3rd on June 4th, and something amiss on that car. Not very happy. Lap 13.706. So going to try to salvage something here on lap number 2. A little bit better through 1 and 2 that time. See if you get the car rotated through 3 and 4. This should be better for Matt McDonald, and he will go 12.784, still holds on to 9th.
Coming around to see the green flag, and now driving the number 32 for Greg Aitken with Aitken Welding, Express Electric, and LRB Race Products on the side of his DRC with a spec Chevy from Paris, Illinois. Here is driver of the 32, Garrett Aitken. Aitken's first lap at the line here. We'll see what it does for him as he is our 10th car to take time here in qualifying. 12.457. That puts Aitken in the number 32, 8th on the time charts here. He works off a turn number 4, and he improves. Garrett Aitken jumps up to 6th, 12.396.
On the clock now, your current AMSOIL USAC National Sprint point leader at a Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the Dynamics Incorporated, Fatheads Eyewear, Elliams, Custom Trailer Carts, Telstar, Triple X to the Ryder Chevrolet, it's the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Bacon, lap number 1, third quick, 12.107, 1:2.107. So we mentioned the Macho Man picked up a win here at Gas City Weekly Competition on May 14th. What can he do on lap number 2? 12.10, a little bit better, 11.961.
50 cars here signed up for Fatheads Eyewear qualifying on night number 1 of NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week by AMSOIL. Next onto the track, driving the number 79 BT out of Auckland, New Zealand for Goodnight Racing with Bennick Enterprises and Pallet Builders on the side of his Maxim with the Claxon Chevy. Max Guilford gives it a go here on lap number 1. It's a 12.798. Guilford works up way high through turns 1 and 2. Going to see if he changes things up over here in 3 and 4. Just trying to get that number 79 BT to sit down the way he wants. Lap number 2 improves him up to 10th, 12.472 for Guilford.
Next driver to take time. First time in the car, the driver of the 47 out of Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Bull, Ty Mahako, the TER, Physical Medicine Consultants Pro Strip, Infinity Shocks, DRC, Ryder Chevrolet for Ty Mahako. One feature win weekly at Lincoln Park. Looking for lap number 1 for the 47, 12th quick, 12.531. Got to mention Brady Bacon was second on his second lap. Had a little lag there on Race Monitor. Let's see if Mahako can improve, and he will. 7th, Tony, 12.367.
Driving the 71P for Dye Phillips Motorsports, Frank and Jill Dye with Hitchett and Jockers Flowers on the side of the DRC with a Fox Coast Chevy from Bixby, Oklahoma, Cannon McIntosh. One non-wing sprint car victory to his credit back at Bloomington a few weeks ago. McIntosh's first lap here puts the 71P up to 7th. It's a 12.283. Again, 7th quick on lap number 1. McIntosh brings the 71P out of turn number 4. He will stay in 7th with a 12.358.
One of our visitors from California, out of Fountain Valley, California, that is Kyle Edwards. His first trip here at the 39E, the Gordon Edwards, WeNeedHelp.com, Safe House, Maxim, Van Dyne, Mopar. His first visit, first look here, Gas City tonight. The driver of the 39, he will go 14th at a 12.772. Tony, I believe only his third start in 2021. Best finish was a 10th at Paris earlier in the season. So the California native looking to improve on lap number 2. He will hold at 14th with a 12.576.
Coming around to see the green flag, here is the 17G for On the Gas Racing by Tech Resource Management. Cratchy's Cartage on the side of the Maxim with a J&D Chevy from Bedford, Indiana. Jordan Kinzer for On the Gas Racing here. First trip around Gas City I-69 Speedway is a good one. It's 5th quick, 12.166. Jordan Kinzer puts the 17G 5th quick here. Let's see if he's got anything left on lap number 2. He does not. It's a 12.234. Kinzer stays 5th.
On the clock now in the 77S out of Mesa, Arizona, the Tyler Sturgeon Racing, Shaggy's Consulting, K&N Filters, Red Line Oil, Maxim, J&D Chevy. It's Stevie Sussex. Stevie out in the 77. Lap number 1 for Stevie. Looks like 13th, 12.454. Best finish so far, 2021, a second in weekly competition at Lincoln Park Speedway. Can he pick it up? His first visit to Gas City, and he does. 7th quick, 12.272. Good lap.
Coming up next, driving the 4X for Mike Cromwell, Joey Arrington Speed, KAH suspension and octane visual on the side of his DRC with the Kistler Chevy underneath the hood from Lone Jack, Missouri. Living in Lebanon, Indiana these days, Braden Cromwell. On track, Cromwell's first lap, 11th quick, Cromwell with a 12.382. I remember when this kid was 8 years old racing go-karts in the Lone Star Grand Prix down in Lockhart, Texas. Driving the 410 non-wing sprint cars these days, and he's quick, 12.334. That jumps him up to 10th. He improves on lap number 2.
On the clock now to Greenwood, Indiana, the 81G. This will be Chase Jones of the Gray Racing, Gray Auto. Speedtown, Comfort and Heating, Cooling, Rich Innovations, DRC of the One-Way Chevrolet. Young Chase Jones. Lap number 1 for Jones is going to be 18th, 12.627. That's not a very happy race car here second visit. 2021 was 15th on June 4th. Looks like he might be a little bit better here on lap number 2. Will be able to pick it up. He will to 15th, 12.439.
From Chino Hills, California, driver Eddie Tafoya Sr., especially fasteners, Circle Track Performance, and Bennick Enterprises on the side. It was Ryder Chevy powered DRC. In the 51T, here is Eddie Tafoya Jr. Eddie Tafoya Jr. around on lap number 1. Good lap at 7th quick. That car gets real tight over in turn number 2. He tries to gather it back up and make something out of it here on lap number 2. Eddie Tafoya Jr.'s second lap will slow down to a 12.469. The 51T, 7th quick.
Tony, this guy was good in warm-ups. His first ever visit here to the Gas City I-69 Speedway at Hopstad, Indiana. This is Ryan Bond. Bond owns his own entry, the Zor Custom Homes, Elpers, Truck Equipment, Zor Team DRC, J&D Chevrolet, the MSCS regular. His first visit here tonight. What can he do on lap number 1? It's like he's got some work to do. 21st, 12.902. So just not able to get the car into the corner. Lap 2 for Ryan Bond will be better. 12.750, 20th.
Nearing the end of Flight 1 here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Just a few cars left to go. Up next, Clausen Marshall Newman Racing's number 39 BC, driven to save lives. Z-Max and CSI on the side of the spike with the Kistler Chevy. From Rossville, Indiana, Cole Bodine takes his hand on lap number 1. 12.384. Bodine is 13th quick, as he's going to throw it as hard as he can over into turns 3. Gets it rolling out of the 4th corner. Cole Bodine on lap number 2 improves to 5th. 12.158, the 39 BC, 5th quick.
On the clock now, the driver of the 5M out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. It's J-Mac Jason McDougal. The KO Motorsport, Hudson John Deere, KBC Graphics, Davis Brothers Trucking, Velocity, J&D Chevy. J-Mac was pretty sporty in warm-ups. He'll go 5th quick, 12.151. First time sitting in this car here tonight. Let's see what he can do on lap number 2. J-Mac with 1 win at Lincoln Park Speedway in 2021, and he'll go 3rd quick, Tony, 12.027. Good effort.
Here we go. Green flag waves over the 5X. This is the driver from Lafayette, Indiana for Baldwin Fox Racing. Fox Paving, Claxton Engines on the side of the DRC with the Claxton Chevy. Alex Benalis getting ready to go here. White flag is going to wave. We'll see what Benalis does on lap number 1. 12.725. That puts the 5X 22nd here. Benalis moving up to the 410 after running the 360, a good portion of the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Car season. Lap number 2 for Benalis. Waiting to see it. He's 22nd after lap number 1.
The final car here to qualifying flight number 1 out of Tempe, Arizona. That's going to be the 34 Sterling Kling. Owns his own entry, the Jeff Jammin store. Choose your tire, DRC. Kistler Chevrolet. And not sure what's going on here with Benalis. All right, Kling got a lap in, 12.583 on his first lap. Little confusion there. Looks to improve on lap number 2. And he goes up to 9th quick. Good effort, Tony. 12.223. Flight 1 done. Swanson, Bacon, McDougal, Weir, stock in your top 5.
And just like that, flight number 1 of Fatheads Eyewear qualifying is complete. We reset the clock here and get ready to go with flight number 2. First out is going to be the 3R from Princeton, Indiana for Rocksteady Racing with Mid-America Safety Solutions Project Oversight on his Mach 1 with a Cummins Chevy. Kyle Cummins sees the green flag to begin Fatheads Eyewear qualifying. Again, this is flight number 2 to find out how they will line up in heat races 3 and 4. Cummins' first lap in 11.969 as he'll make his way down the back straightaway here. See what he's got for him. 11.969, lap number 2, slows down to a 12.198 for Kyle Cummins.
Here we go, qualifier number 2, bobbled a little bit over there. He'll try to clean it up, coming down the green flag. This is Logan Seavey. Seavey out in the 5 out of Southern California, the Baldwin Fox Racing, Fox Paving, Claxton Engines, DRC, Claxton Chevrolet. His first trip to Gas City in 2021 from the former national midget champion, 12.095. Not a bad lap with the stumble there off of turn number 4. Seavey with a pair of feature wins at Kokomo, one at Lincoln Park, one at Lawrenceburg in weekly competition. 11.940, Tony. He's now quickest of 2.
The black, orange, and silver number 28 for Brandon Maddox Racing on track now. Joe Beard and Sons, bare walls and dirt tracks on the side. This DRC with the J&D Chevy underneath the hood from Terre Haute, Indiana. it's Brandon Maddox. Maddox finding some rough spots with those front Hoosier tires, but he keeps the hammer down here on lap number 112.354. Car washes up on him a little bit there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Maddox trying to make up for it here in turns 3 and 4. 12.266. He improves in speed, but stays in the 3rd position.
Next driver to take time, he hails out of Canton, Illinois. The Haywood Motorsports and Austin Drink B&H Contractors, Amsoil, DRC, Claxton, Mopar. This is Chris Wyndham. Wyndham out of the 19, his first visit of the season. Here to Gas City, Big Daddy will go 3rd quick, 12.202. Won the USAC National win at the Terre Haute Action Track for a member of the Triple Crown Club. Here comes Wyndham. Can he improve on lap number 2? He does, 11.997. He'll hold into that 3rd spot.
Our 5th car to take time here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying flight number 2, all the way from Buckeye, Arizona. He has a moment over there in turn number 1, but he gathers it up, keeps it going for the Davis race team with MP Environmental, Black Magic, Beadbreaker, and RSS Industries. On the side of his DRC with an Aunt Chevy, Charles Davis Jr. gets through turn 1 a little bit more cleanly this time. Lap 1 was a 13.121. Charles rolls through the middle of turns 3 and 4. Davis Jr. at the line improves in speed, but again, stays where he is on the board. 5th quick with a 12.551.
6th car to take time out of Apollo Beach, Florida. The D'Alessio Motorsports, AED Motorsports Products, Boyce Industries, Ripper, the Claxton Mopar. This is Anthony D'Alessio. D'Alessio regular here at Gas City. His best finish is 7th on June 4th for the Florida Transplant. Lap number 1, 5th quick, 12.476 for D'Alessio. A lot of laps here at Gas City over the last few years. Really hustles the car through 3 and 4, looking to improve on lap number 2. Will he go better? He will. 4th quick, 12.192.
Here comes the 74X for Hodges Motorsports. Ortega's Appliance, CSI, and Parts Plus on the side of the J&D Chevy powered DRC. Coming at you, it's the throttle. Shane Cottle out of 3 through 4. Let's see what he's got here on lap number 1. Cottle, 4th quick out of the 7 we've seen here in flight number 2. Cottle is a 12.131. He throws it deep into turn number 3. Cottle gets on the loud pedal here. What's he got on lap 2? And again, we see improvement, but not enough to move him out of 4th. Cottle's second lap, a 12.113.
On the clock now, the driver out of Ione, California, the 4, the Top Motorsports and Austin Energy Drink. MPV Express, Top Industries, Max of Kistler Chevrolet. This is Justin Grant. First lap for JG, the winner last night at Winchester, 12.037. That will put him 4th quick. Justin's second visit here to Gas City, came home 3rd in weekly competition on May 14th. 5 total feature wins, 20-21 for JG, 12.060 on lap number 2, holds on to 4th.
9th car out here in flight number 2. It's going to be the number 2. The car belongs to Cactus Jack, Jack Yaley, and Yaley Racing, CK Electric, Avante Windows and Doors, Glenn Stires Racing, the Twister with a Claxton Mopar underneath the hood. T-Mez, Thomas Mesereau, the driver from San Jose, California, goes 12.586 on lap 1, 12.586. That puts T-Mez 9th quick after 1 lap. Lap number 2 moves him to 8th, 12.507.
On the clock now, regular here at Gas City out of Harlan, Indiana. He owns his own entry, the Schneck Excavating, Jim's Auto Care, MP Kuhn Insulation, Maxim Gertie Chevrolet, the 99. This is Jack James. Jack James. Regular here each and every Friday night, the 99, lap number 1, 13.350. His best finish was a 12th on June 4th here on Friday night. Weekly competition for James. Makes sporadic starts with the United States Auto Club as well. Lap 2 for James will be better, 12.748. He'll hold on to 10th.
Love the look of this car. It's the number 20 for Kendall Racing. Herbert Properties, Quick Lifts, and US Hydrovac on the side of the DRC with a Tranter Chevy spinning those rear Hoosier tires. The driver is from Connorsville, Indiana, and he goes by Tyler Kendall. Here in Fatheads Eyewear qualifying out of turn number 4. Kendall's first lap, 8th quick, 12.380. He dusts him off over on the exit of turn number 2. Kendall carries some good speed. For turn number 3, rolls it out of turn number 4. Kendall's second lap is a 12.305. He'll stay 8th.
On the clock now, the driver out of Avon, Indiana, the 53, young Braden Fox. Fox Brothers Racing, Bachelor Motorsports, Jarvis Enterprises, DRC, Foxco, Chevrolet. It's Braden Fox. Fox, the 53, 4th visit, 2021, came home 10th on June 11th, lap number 1. 7th quick, 12.257. Oh, baby, he had a moment there. Danced it on the right front, planted it all back down on 4. And he will go fast time. time, 11.916 and a high pucker factor move.
Very cool to see right there. Next on to the track, driving the 21B. From Pequot, Ohio, for Bar Racing with Medway Tool Corporation, Charger Manufacturing, Metal Bright Polishing on the side of his DRC with a Claxton Chevy, Ryan Barr. Barr's first lap, good enough for 12th. We saw him back at Let's Race 2 at Eldora Speedway. He made the feature on night number 1, which was actually run on the afternoon of night number 2. Barr's second lap, a 12.862. He stays 12th overall.
On the clock now, the 39. That is Matt Goodnight from Winchester, Indiana. The Goodnight Racing Lumber and Things Pallet Builders, Binnick Enterprises, Maxim Claxton Chevrolet. Goodnight. Best run, a 13th on June 11. And 12.328. 10th quick for the regular here at Gas City. 3 cars out of the stable for them this week. He'll jump up to 8th, 12.239. We'll continue on.
Rolling through, up next on track, driving the number 10G from Greenwood, Indiana, Gabriel Gilbert has GGR on the side of his hot chassis with a Chevy underneath the hood. Saw Gilbert a few weeks ago with us in the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Car Championship. Gabriel back in action here for NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week by Amsoil. His first lap is a 12.836. That puts Gilbert 15th here in flight number 2. He comes out of turn number 4, completes his second lap, and it's a 12.907. Gilbert 15th.
10 cars left to qualify here. Fatheads qualifying on the clock now out of Worthington, Indiana. The Kyle Rogers owned England Machine Tool, Chase Kiefer Racing, DRC Spec Chevrolet. This is Jaden Rogers. Rogers out of the 14. Third visit here in 2021, a 6 on June 11th. Rogers, a good effort, 6 quick. Tony, you will go 12.0765. Total wins in 2021. 2 at Tri-State, 1 at Bloomington, 1 at Lincoln Park, and 1 at Plymouth. Lap number 2 for Rogers will go 12.043. Slightly better, holds on to 6th.
Green flag's going to wave for the black and green number 77M. Michael Motorsports' Kodiak Products, Gray Auto and Valvoline sponsor DRC with a Cressman Ford underneath the hood. Greenfield, Indiana's C.J. Leary, a 3-time winner already this year in 2021. Leary's first lap, 12.1498 quick. For the driver from Greenfield, again, we saw him go back-to-back back at Plymouth and then at Putnamville back on July 4th weekend. Leary improves to 7th. He puts the 77M 7th in flight 2 thanks to a lap of 12.068.
On the clock now, the veteran out of Bedford, Indiana, making his start in the Randy Edwards Concrete Construction Auto Wheel and Rim Engler DRC Spec Chevrolet. This is the veteran Brady Short. Short's first visit to Gas City in 2021. And Short will go 10th quick, 12.203. Best run in 2021 was the second down the Bloomington Speedway, as we mentioned, a 7-time Bloomington Speedway track champion for the driver of the 61. 12.341, a little bit slower, holds on to 10.
Here comes the number 29 for LB Racing with Lucas Oil, CSI Indy Race Parts, and Hoosier Tire on the side of his Maxim with a Claxton Chevy. From Fairland, Indiana, Brent Beauchamp. We'll see the white flag wave here. Lap number 1 across the line, a 12.360. That puts Beauchamp 14th here of the 18 cars we've seen in flight number 2. Again, Beauchamp, a 12.360 on lap number 1. On lap number 2, he's going to improve, and he's going to jump to 11th. 12.214, 11th for Beauchamp.
On the clock now, another guy that was good in Worms, Chapin, Illinois, is Paul Nienheiser with the KO Motorsports, Fitzgerald, Peterbilt, Roadworks, Cam2, Velocity, J&D Chevrolet. He's in a dogfight for the Rookie of the Year crown here in 2021 with the National Sprint Cars. Lap number 1, 13th, 12.242. So the driver from the land of Lincoln looking to make something happen here on lap number 2. Will he improve? He will not. 12.311 will hold on to 13th.
Driving the number 22 for Goodnight Racing with Lumber and Things, Pallet Builders, and Bennick Enterprises on the side of his Maxim with a Claxton Chevy underneath the hood. From Pengrove, California, Chase Johnson, most recently a top 10 finish during Eastern Storm at Sealands Grove Speedway with the USAC Amsoil National Sprint Cars. Johnson's first lap aboard the number 22 puts him 18th. It's a 12.673. Johnson has a great exit at a turn number 2. He buries that number 22 over in turn number 3. Pulls that left front up in the air as he exits, and it helps him out a little bit. 12.466. Johnson jumps to 16th.
On the clock now, the driver of the 9C. He hails out of Yorktown, Indiana, the Jeff Pretorius Oak Motors, Binnick Enterprises, Maxim Claxton Chevrolet, your reigning Rookie of the Year here. This is Zach Pretorius. Pretorius of the 9Z. Lap number 1, 14th, 12th, 254. A graduate from karts right to 410 sprint cars. The driver of the 9Z jumped right into the deep into the pool here. His best finish here at Gas City was 11th on July. Let's see. Better. Let's see. We bust up 12th, 236.
Green flag waves now for the number 75 for Dustin Clark Racing. Briggerman Body Shop and Bennick Enterprises on the side of his Triple X with a one-way Chevy underneath the hood. From Washington, Indiana, here comes Dustin Clark. So Clark just trying to get that car to settle down on him through the exit of both turns 2 and turn 4. Lap number 1 is a 13.148. Dustin Clark, 13.148. Let's see if he can keep it a little bit more squared up out of turn number 4. He does a great job on corner exit. He improves to a 13.008. That's good enough for 23rd.
Tony, 2 cars left here, and Fathead's qualifying. A little bit of bobble there for the driver out of Coleman, Alabama. That's Kevin Thomas Jr., the KT Motorsports, Ronald McDonald's House Charities. Dr. Pepper McDonald's DRC with the Speedway Chevrolet, and he's got some work to do. 16th, 12th, 283. A feature winner here at Gas City, weekly competition on June 11th. 6 overall wins in 2021. This should be an improvement for KTJ. Will he pick it up? Yes, he will. 6 quick. That's wholesale, 12-0-38.
That Dr. Pepper presented by Ronald McDonald House Charities. Number 9K looks awfully good. And then Fathead's Eyewear qualifying set to wrap up right here with another really good-looking race car. The number 19AZ for Reinbold Underwood Motorsports, Tanner Thorson. Lap number 1 at 12.182. Thorson, wearing those metallic blue and soft white colors, jumps up to 10th on lap number 1. Lap number 2 improves him all the way to 4th. Tanner Thorson, 11.970. That puts the 19AZ 4th here in flight number 2.
And that will bring to a close qualifying here tonight at Gas City. And how about Braden Fox, Tony, laying it down, 11.916. And then it'll be Logan Seavey, Kyle Cummins, Tanner Thorson, Chris Wyndham, Justin Grant, KTJ, Jaden Rogers, CJ Leary, Shane Cottle, Anthony D'Alessio, Brady Short, Brent Beauchamp, Pretorius, Matt Goodnight, Paul Nienheiser, Brandon Maddox, Tyler Kindle, Chase Johnson, Thomas Meserol, Charles Davis Jr., Ryan Barr, Jack James, Gabriel Gilbert, and Dustin Clark. And it's like Mother Nature is going to give us a little bit of a brief shower here, Tony. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. And I think you did you do a screen grab of flight number 1? Look at you.
I did. I was thinking
let's
for
hit
once.
That.
Take a look here at how flight number 1 wrapped up. Jake Swanson was an 11.937. That was the quick time in flight number 1. Great shot right there for the folks at home on Flow. That right there should tell you need to be here. You need to be at Gas City I-69 Speedway, or you need to be at Kokomo Speedway tomorrow night, or any one of the other tracks we're going to be during NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week by Amsoil. Swanson was quick in flight number 1 with an 11.937. Brady Bacon was second with an 11.961. Jason McDougall third. Scotty Weir fourth. Chase Stockton in the 5S was fifth. Cole Bodine sixth. Jordan Kinzer 7th. Evan Mosley 8th. Sterling Kling and Eddie Tafoya Jr. your top 10. Fans, NOS Energy Drink is the title sponsor of the USAC Midget National Championship. You are a machine with 800 horses coursing through your veins. Fuel up, fire up, never look back, live fast. Drink NOS with Complex 6 for high-performance energy and enhanced mental focus. Visit drinknos.com to find a retailer near you and follow them on social media at NOS Energy Drink. Amsoil is the title sponsor of the USAC Sprint Car National Championship. Why should you choose Amsoil synthetic lubricants? Amsoil delivers next-level power, performance, and protection built in the lab so you can feel it on the road.